Hello everybody, it's Josie here. So today I am once again dressed in what I would consider character, but actually I've been doing a lot of style videos and taking inspiration from one of my all-time favourite TV, well I'll say one of my all-time favourite TV programme, and that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, the reason I'm talking about all things Buffy is because I am branching out my channel into style videos, because I get asked about that a lot. So I am going to be doing a lot of style videos with kind of thrifted clothing. So what I'm wearing today, everything I'm wearing is thrifted. So let me just stand up for you there. So this lovely leather miniskirt, which is always a kind of a Buffy perennial. They always had their miniskirts on in the 90s. And this kind of oxblood colour, very Buffy, is thrifted. This gorgeous little cami top, which again is very, very 90s, is thrifted. This gorgeous little kind of cover-up that also reminds me a little bit of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Charmed, is also thrifted, and this is also very 90s. And then the ubiquitous crucifix necklace, and I thought I'd throw in my blonde wig to make me look more like Buffy, which, you know, I'm getting there. Oh, and the boots, you know, the knee-high black boots, that was very, very Buffy. So that is my look today. At the end of this video, I have done a whole kind of a lookbook on Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters. So not only the Buffster herself, but other characters. So obviously stick around if you're interested in that. If you're only interested in books, the books I'm going to be talking about are these lovely babies over here. So the books are Slayer and Chosen, which are the new books by Kirsten White. So Chosen is the brand new one, and I've just read that, and I'll talk a bit more about both of them because it's kind of hard to talk about sequel if you haven't read the first one, because I don't want to give any spoilers, but I thought I'd kind of do a whole Buffy themed video. I've got my box set here because I'm old school. I still have the box set. So this is the entire box set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It gets broken out pretty much every second night. I watch a couple of episodes. I'm currently rewatching and I'm in season 3, which is fantastic. I love season 3. I love Oz. Oz is one of my favourite side characters and he's all over season 3, which I love. So anyway, so back to Buffy. Buffy was a kind of a cult 90s TV program, if you weren't aware. And it was about a girl who was a cheerleader. She was blonde, she was bubbly, she was cute, she was really pretty. Sarah Michelle Gellar at her finest. And she is also a vampire slayer. So one girl chosen to defend the world against the demons and the vampires. And it was fantastic. It ran for 7 seasons. It was quite dark to start off with. It got progressively darker. And then in the final season, Buffy had to save the world. Once again, she does that a lot. But in the final season, she kind of broke magic a little bit while she was doing it. So where these wonderful tie-in books kind of pick up is actually after the events of the final season. So I do think you can read them if you haven't watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I do think that you'll get the most out of them if you're a Buffy fan and if you kind of know what happened. I think there's so many references. Actually in Chosen, Oz turns up in Chosen. Sorry, that's a spoiler, but like Oz turns up in Chosen, if that doesn't make you want to read Chosen. So it is, you know, Buffy is woven through it, the mythology is woven through it. Obviously some of the characters are turning up and it kind of, yeah, it all kind of ties in. So I feel like us fans get the most out of these books. So thank you, Kirsten White, and I cannot wait for the 3rd one, which is going to be a while because literally I got this before the release date. So, but anyway, these books. So let me hold them up because this is a book channel. So we've got Slayer, which is book 1, and then we've got Chosen, which is book 2. Right, I'm back with a different look. So to talk about the actual books, I thought I would do my Willow Rosenberg geek chic look. So we all know Willow was the book nerd. She loved to read, she loved to research, she loved the library. So I kind of thought it made more sense to let Willow do this portion of the video because Buffy wasn't that great with the books. So the books we're talking about are Slayer and more specifically Chosen, because this is the brand new one. But I'm going to talk a bit about Slayer because Chosen is the sequel. So like I said, these are set in the Buffy universe. Anybody that's a Buffy fan will love these, I think. So Slayer is about 2 sisters, twin sisters, Artemis and Athena, or Nina as she's more commonly called in the books. And they are the daughters of a Watcher. And they have grown up all their lives kind of around the Watcher culture. Artemis has been trained to be a Watcher. She took the Watcher exam, but she failed it. And Artemis is kind of seen as the strong one, the one that kind of looks after Nina, and all her life Nina has felt like Artemis looks after her. Nina has been trained to be a medic, so she hasn't even been able to be a Watcher, but she's trained to be a medic. And sort of where this book starts is after the events of season 7, so the last season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where Buffy had to save the world, as she does, and she kind of broke magic. And the premise here is that there's just a handful of Watchers left, and they're in a castle in Ireland, and they're kind of sort of going about their business there, but because magic doesn't really exist anymore, there are still demons and there are still vampires, but a lot of them can't really do anything anymore because they don't really have much magic. And in the first book, Slayer, Nina basically finds out that she is the last Slayer. So that's kind of the premise of the book, and there's lots of mayhem and adventure and vampires, and it's really great. The other aspect that I love about this book is there's great rep in it. So we've got gay rep. So one of the Watchers, Reese, has a beautiful boyfriend who I love very much, and also Artemis is gay as well, and she has a bit of a crush on Honora, which is one of the other Watchers' daughters that's kind of been away and then comes back in the first book. In the second book, Chosen, we kind of pick up the action from where the other one ended, and so I'm not going to obviously tell you how the other one ended, but anyway, so we kind of pick up the action. What I love about Chosen is that you have this great exploration of the relationship between the two girls. So you have the sister relationship, and also the relationship between the two sisters and her mother and their mother, because in the first book also we find out that Artemis and Athena's mother, there was a fire in the house they were in when they were children, and she went and saved Artemis first and left Athena in the burning house. And obviously Athena's had some issues with that, because she kind of feels like she is not the favorite daughter that Artemis is, and you kind of have a very complex relationship in this one between the two girls and trying to find who they are, and who they kind of are growing up to be. What you also have in this book is the return of Oz. So I love Oz. Oz is one of my favorite kind of side characters in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He is a werewolf, and he pops up in this book, which is amazing. Faith pops up in this book, in the Slayer Dreams as well, which is very cool. And I love also the fact that we get to explore a bit more of the relationship between Artemis and Honora in this book as well. It is just, I loved it. There's a lot of action. Again, there's demons. What they've also done is they've turned into the castle into a bit of a sanctuary. So you kind of get lots of demons. And Doug, the happy Coldplay loving demon. I mean, who doesn't love a demon that makes you happy and loves Coldplay? It's brilliant. And who's bright yellow, neon yellow. And he's in this book as well, and long may he continue in the series. I'd love to see more kind of characters pop up. There's references in this. Buffy pops up in this one as well. I really loved it. There was a lot of action, there was a lot of storyline. I think it's really set up for a great third book. I cannot wait. I'm hoping, please, Kristen White, third book. But yeah, I love it. And I know some people criticize the series. I don't. I adore it. As a Buffy superfan, obviously am. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. It's got great rep. It is fun. It is just, yeah, it is just a great ride. But there's also some deeper subjects in here, particularly around the kind of the family aspect and the sister relationship. And, you know, you do have a lot of, you know, themes of betrayal and people who are maybe not who they think they are, who you think they are, or who the characters think they are. Yeah, it's great. I really love this. I give both of these books 5 stars just because, yeah, they're Buffy and I adore them. And now, if you want to see a lookbook based on Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters, stay tuned. Like I said, it's kind of a new thing I'm launching. Style is one of my favorite things in the world, and I get a lot of comments about it, so it's just what I'm doing. I'm going to be recreating famous styles from pop culture, and like I said, I will start with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and yeah, if you're interested in that, hang around for the Buffy the Vampire Slayer lookbook, and if not, I will speak to you all again very soon. Thank you for watching, and yeah, read Buffy, they're great. Bye.